What is up, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, baby, and I'm here with Dash Attack. What is
Hey,
up? How you guys doing? Oh man, oh man, oh man! I gotta tell you, I got a lot. We have a lot to tell you guys, and I literally, hold on, wait, I gotta turn off this volume here. Dang it.
yeah, I did the same thing. Don't worry, man.
Yeah, so I literally just finished watching Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, how was it?
Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. That movie was over the top. Like I know that there's some things that they sneak in there about, that has to do with the crazy people. You know what I'm talking about? But like that movie was over the freaking top. It was absolutely amazing. I am not going to spoil it, but yeah, man, that movie was just it was breathtaking. It tend to be a little psychedelic at times, but it was great.
I'm telling you, like a lot of people in my chat were like really looking forward to this movie because they really enjoyed the first one, and I'm happy. Like
Yeah.
people are enjoying this this new movie. Um, I still haven't seen it. It's playing at my local theater, but I thing is, I just haven't seen the first one. So
You
like
haven't
I
seen the
just
first one?
yeah, I haven't seen the first one.
Wow, that's you gotta go. You gotta go check it out, man. For real. Like for real, you
Yeah,
gotta go and
I'll
check it
I'll
out.
find it. I'll rent it at some point.
Yeah, hold on. We haven't shared the link on Twitter though. And I'm gonna do that right now. But guys, we have a lot of cool things to talk about. Dante's not here right now, but he is going to join us later today. But we're gonna start without him. And yeah, so hold on. Going live. We are live. By the way, you guys that are listening, go ahead and share the link. Go on Twitter, share the link, share it on Facebook, share it on social media. Share the live stream with your friends, so that they can join. We can have more people here. Right now, we got 7 watching. We got 7 people watching live. So
Yeah,
let's go
so
ahead and
share.
get started. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start it out with some pretty cool news, actually. Hold on a second. Some pretty cool news. I'm trying to share my screen here. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. What is wrong with me? What is
Hey, Carl.
wrong with me? Oh, what's up, Carl? All right, so we're gonna start with some. We're gonna start off with VGCharts.com. So the Evolve Steam Deck. The Valve Steam Deck has sold 3 million units. Oh man. Now, I haven't bought the Steam Deck. I haven't bought the Steam Deck, but the reason why I promote it so much is because I wish I knew about it. Because like I by the I mean I bought my gaming laptop before it came out, and I spent like over 1,000, almost $2,000 on my laptop, my gaming laptop. And then like 2 years later the Steam Deck came out, and I'm like, oh, what the heck? Like, come on, dude, right? Right. So the Steam Deck came out, sold 3 million copies. It's already getting traction in Japan, right? It's getting traction in Japan, and it's just an overall great device. Like, if you cannot afford a gaming laptop, this is the perfect thing to get. You can get one for $600. Like at most, I recommend the top tier $600 one, and you basically have a gaming computer in your hands. It's a pretty big device, but here it is. You can go to the Steam store. It has its own page, right? And there's actually 3 versions of it. There's the $400 one, 530, and the 650 one. The 650 got the most gigabytes. You can also add an SD card and add more gigabytes. Like, you can add like a 250 gig SD card. Get the ball rolling. And yeah, what do you think, Dash?
Yeah, like you could do a lot with like 500 gigs. Like I know because I had an external hard drive for my Xbox One at one point because like they gave you like absolutely no memory on the. But yeah, like it's good. Like more PC has like the widest range of games you can do. Like Yeah, how does this handle like, I'm not really into like mods. But
Me neither. I don't know. I never done the whole modding thing. I know.
I did like one. The only mods I've done was to like make some ROM games, put to make them English, and I've also done a patch to just make Final Fantasy VIII's graphics less shit. But too bad
Yeah.
the game couldn't be. No, apologies to anyone who likes Final Fantasy VIII. I just don't like the junction system.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Somebody is asking, what is ESG? So Faye James,
What
Faye
is
James in the chat. Yeah, Faye James in the chat is asking, what is
Well,
ESG? And
ESG is this new social credit system where these investment groups
they
will
give you
give you
capital.
like interest and like they'll give you loans with no interest if you promote like certain like environmental social governance is it's called. So like,
Basically,
so basically if you like promote clean energy or if you promote equality
the
and
rainbow
so
stuff,
basically like progressive anything that falls under the progressive umbrella.
political
And so
correctness.
yeah, political correctness basically. So like, it's why like you'll see like a lot of companies like sporadically saying, here at X, we believe that blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
and that there
Yeah.
is no room for blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
yeah. That's you hit the nail on the head right there, buddy. I like the little impression you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
like for example,
that's literally how every like virtue signal like sounds like when it comes from a corporation.
oh yeah, I remember who was it? The company that made Cyberpunk 2077. They made a they made a ESG video saying, hey, so we are doing our ESG stuff and we're getting into this, and we have diversity, all that stuff, right? It's
CD
nobody
Project Red.
cares. Nobody cares. Like
Well,
we,
the video
yeah,
wasn't for the customer; it was for the investor. Like you see,
right.
I think like now that people are more aware about ESG, like people are realizing like this isn't marketing for the customer. This is marketing for the investors. Like these investors are taking power away from the customer.
Oh
And so
yeah.
like they basically are making up the cost. Like, they feel like they can the amount of people they piss off won't affect their bottom line because they'll have these other things helping their company sustain itself. But in as like some people are saying that isn't always enough. Like, people say with the whole Bud Light thing, like that isn't always enough. And now like that company's in between a rock and a hard place trying to
It's
rebrand
basically
it.
bankrupt. It's basically bankrupt by now. Like all the money is lost. Bud Light, like 7 billion,
I
I
haven't
think.
really been like keeping like up too much with it, but like I do know that it is really caused like a big impact, and I think it's one of the reasons why like some companies cut back their Pride Month activities like this year.
Yeah. What were you expecting? Seriously, like. But yeah, we're gonna get to the ESG stuff in a moment with Capcom. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Steam Deck real quick. 3 million units sold. Yeah, so I mean, if you guys want a gaming computer and you cannot afford one, that's over $1,000, but you still want a really good one, the Steam Deck is the way to go. And basically, it links you to the Steam library, but you can still play games from the Epic Game Store. And the only thing about PC gaming is that there's no way to have access to Nintendo games unless you do it the pirate way. So unless you sell the 7Cs. I'm not telling anybody to do that, but it's out there. um,
Yeah, I actually was just talking to a new subscriber who was he follows me on Twitter, who apparently is going to be possibly doing that for Tears of the Kingdom.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are Nintendo Switch emulators, which I'm not trying to
Yeah,
promote it,
it's
but
because yeah, I'm not for like emulating modern consoles. Like I'm for like getting things like legally, but like people do it for mods and shit.
yeah. Oh, Jay, what's his name? Faye James said got Nintendo quaking in their boots. Yeah,
Oh
because
yeah, yeah. Nintendo, like that is a dirty, dirty word for Nintendo. They are very anti-mod. You've heard about Dolphin, right?
yeah, that's the Nintendo Switch mod.
No,
Uh,
no, that
the
no,
mhm.
that was a GameCube mod. It was a GameCube emulator, and they shut it down. It was gonna come out on Steam.
Wait, I thought the Dolphin was a Nintendo Switch
Maybe it can
simulator.
play Switch games too. I'm not sure. Like I thought it was for the GameCube.
Because I've
Because
seen
GameCubes
people.
are so expensive now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen people who who've used like some kind of simulator for the Nintendo Switch. I don't think we should be talking about piracy here, but I just thought you guys should know. Just
Yeah, Iron Pluck. I do think um Tears of the Kingdom might be the Switch's swan song. Like, I think like, they're acting like they're not going to make a Switch, but I think like, the next upgrade is just around the corner for Nintendo. I do believe that. I did do a video on it. That I think that shit's already even being trademarked.
what the
Like the Switch 2.
the Switch 2? Yeah, I can't wait for that, man. Oh my god, the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is supposed to be as powerful as the PlayStation 4. I mean, that thing is gonna be wild. Oh my god, man! And all the
Yeah,
games that are gonna come for it.
yeah, well, what big thing is backwards compatibility. If they get the Switch's entire catalog, then like, we're going to be so good. And then we're going to get like more games that didn't come to Switch.
Oh
They're
yeah.
going to they're going to get re-releases on Switch, and that's
Oh
going to be
yeah.
so great.
Oh yeah. Seriously. And you know what? I'm surprised. I'm surprised they haven't done a remastered of Twilight Princess. That was my favorite
Uh,
Zelda game. Like, where is that?
I
Where?
think they did remaster Twilight Princess on the Wii U.
On the Wii. Well, they did
They did
yeah,
Wind Waker. They
but
did Wind Waker.
they haven't brought it for the Nintendo Switch, the Twilight Princess.
Yeah, yeah. They didn't bring the Wind Waker one over either. I'm surprised. Like,
That sucks. That
yeah.
freaking sucks.
Hey,
But
at
yep.
least at least they brought Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
I know
So
that's not a lot of people's favorite, but I thought it was. I had fun with Skyward Sword.
yeah, I didn't find that one very appealing, honestly. Skyward Sword. Yeah,
It's
it
not
didn't
the
really
best
interest me.
Zelda game. It really isn't. But
Yeah. All right, dude. So I know everybody's eager to talk about ESG, but I want to talk about one more thing before we get to the ESG and Capcom thing. And it's the hold on a second. It's a new live action that is going to be coming soon and of a really popular intellectual property, How to Train a Dragon.
yeah.
So you have you seen this already?
Oh, I know about this. I remember when it like, and honestly, like I honestly didn't even like picked it like that they cast a non-white actor to play this character. I didn't even realize that at first, like when this casting was announced. My initial reaction was, why remake How to Train Your Dragon? Like they're
Well, yeah.
basically doing a Disney thing now. Where is the originality? It's like the
But that's the
Dragon
thing.
movies are fine the way they are. They don't need to be updated to live action. The
Well,
CGI on them is great. The story is great. I was practically crying on 2.
yeah. I mean, How to Train a Dragon was like one of my favorite. It was so. All three movies are really good. All three
Yeah,
movies
it's
are
a great
super good.
trilogy.
Great trilogy, amazing trilogy. Like and but it really doesn't need a live action, and it's based off a children's book, by the way, you know.
The original's based off a children's book?
Yeah, How to Train a Dragon is based off a children's book.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So but here's the thing: it's a Viking story. I actually made a video about this.
Yeah, I
It's a
know. It's not historically accurate, but it also like they'll say because it's in the realm of fantasy that they can do diversity and cast different people, to
That's
match.
bullcrap. That's bullcrap because they still do it with actual historical Vikings. I mean, you saw what happened. I think it was last
Yeah,
year.
Netflix
Yeah,
did that.
Netflix.
They turned an actual Viking man who actually existed into a black woman.
Yeah. So much for respecting other people's cultures, but hey, who am I to judge?
Oh yeah, you're saying there aren't any double standards. There are completely we live in a society filled with double standards, unfortunately. But that's just the way things are. As for I don't have anything against the actress personally. I just don't think this movie should even be like a thing because the original movies are perfect, and we see how well Disney. Oh, hey, Dante's here.
Yeah, Dante. Wait, is he?
He says he's backstage. Let him in.
Oh wait, what the heck? I didn't see. What's up, Dante?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Oh, by the way, I hear
Hey.
some feedback in the background.
Oh yeah, hey Dante, can we get your opinion on
Wait, what
how to
feedback?
train your?
Oh, what? Oh, it's gone. Never mind.
Ah.
Oh yeah. So can we get your opinion on that how to train your dragon live action?
Oh, the race swap?
Or either that or just like the fact that they're doing it in general. For me, the fact they're doing it in general is just a waste.
I feel there's no need for a live action. I think it's
Yeah, the
it's
original
been done
trilogy is
already.
The original trilogy is perfect. It's gotten how many Netflix spin-offs?
Yeah, even Netflix, but even the Netflix spin-offs are actually pretty good. Like
Yeah,
Dawn of Dragons.
I haven't seen any of them, but it is really. I love the movies.
Yeah, yeah. The movies are absolutely just fantastic. They've been my favorite. I think the first one came out in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. The How to Train a Dragon. And but they got Miss Nicole Parker. If you guys remember Nicole Parker, she was in The Last of Us live action on HBO. And
Yeah, okay.
yes, that's where she. I think that's her. She made her debut, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but and she's a very very pretty girl, and I think she's mixed. She's like from like half Zimbabwe, half African, and I think
Her voice actress.
sorry.
The voice actress for.
No, for the cast for the live action, I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so because for the live action, they're choosing Nicole Parker for Astrid, and Astrid is she's this blonde girl, blue eyes, fair skin, right? And Nicole Parker, she's mixed. She's like British with like Zimbabwe African, something like that, right?
The funny thing that I find that's kind of funny is that they announced that they're doing this remake, and this is the first thing that that gets announced about it. Like nothing else. Like who's playing Hiccup?
Yeah, you know something. I think people would have actually gone to watch it if they did not announce the actors. If they if they did not announce the cast way before they actually started working on it.
Maybe it could have gotten some hype. I don't know, but that there's going to be changes. It's not going to follow the original as well, and it's going to try and change aspects of the story that don't need to be changed because those movies are easily 7, 8s, and 9s across the board.
Yeah, I mean each movie for me is like an 8.5, 9. It's just really good. But yeah,
real quick,
go ahead.
I'm kind of late to the party here. My bad, guys.
go
But the whole race swap thing is just played out. I'm sure people in the chat would agree that the whole race swap thing
is played out. It's kind of hard to even be mad at this point because it's just we see what you're doing. We're not falling for it.
Right. When you see a race swap, you already know what the entire purpose of the race swap is.
It's to make people angry.
Yeah, either representation or get people pissed off and whatever. And it's like, listen, I'm not saying the actress is bad. I'm sure the actress is an amazing actress.
Yeah, she's hot.
I'm sure we all saw the Batman movie with the race swapped Gordon. I saw the movie in theater and I thought he did a great job. But to me, he still wasn't Commissioner Gordon because the Commissioner Gordon I know is an old white dude. But
right.
I just think race swaps is just played out. Whenever I see it, I just get turned off immediately.
I mean, I only just if the actor is in fact really, really good, or if the character isn't as like iconic, like visually, possibly like maybe like I've made some exceptions. Like Jason Momoa was like the big exception because I just think he's great as Aquaman,
Yeah.
even though he's not blonde hair, blue eyes.
Right.
Unpopular opinion, I hate him as Aquaman. I'm sorry. I feel as though like he would
No,
be
yeah, it's
great
cool,
as
it's cool.
LeBeau. Was it Lo? He's
Lobo.
that yeah, I think he'd
Because
be
because
great
it kind of
at-
looks like him. He kind of look.
And he had the same personality as him. That'll be a great casting. But him as Aquaman, listen, the movie was great. I just don't think he was a good Aquaman. You know what I'm
fair.
saying? It's to the point now that whenever I see a race swap, I don't even make videos about it anymore. I just see it. I'm like, oh, another one? All right, whatever. I just
Yeah,
skip
it's
it.
kinda like
I get
old
tired
news.
of it.
Yeah, it's just clickbait at this point. I
Yeah.
I try and find like things that are like really aren't going to be like just I try to get like really good stories like for my channel. Like sometimes, like I'm guilty sometimes of going for low hanging fruit. I'll admit, but like I do try and like find like a different like angle sometimes than like some of the easy stuff.
Yeah, and also, back then, I think it went in the 2010s and earlier. The way for like Hollywood to get like a lot of like news, a lot of like traffic and just people talking, was for something like, oh, Lady Gaga wore a meat dress. If you
Oh,
guys
I remember that.
Yeah, Lady Gaga wore a meat dress. That would like set the entire internet on fire, magazines and all that. But now it's, hey, we did a race swap, guys. Look at this. And I think they just do it for buzz because I bet you, like, I don't know if they even have started working on the movie. They just kind of like announcing it. So it's like, why so early? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like this is the first thing they announce. Like, I mean, like we see, like and the funny thing is, it doesn't work. Like, Little Mermaid is underperforming globally, and I think the numbers are official now at this point. So, like, this controversy, it doesn't generate dollars. All it does is like put a bad taint on the movie, and it just makes people fight. And,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just like, why not let's just make a good movie that the whole world is going to love?
Fair enough.
Yeah, for real. All right, so I think we're good on this topic, and you guys know what's
Yeah,
coming
let's go
next.
into the meaty one.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, echoing. We got echo.
Yeah, I think who's echoing? Oh wait, hold on. Where is it? Here we go.
Yeah, text to harm.
Text to her. So
Yeah,
you're
it's
on
not me
Twitter.
echoing. I hear the echo, but it's not me. My phone's off.
Is it me?
I turned down my my other computer is on mute, so I only have my microphone and I have a pair of headphones. But whatever.
Yeah.
Let's continue. All right. So it says after looking into it, as per Jeff's suggestion, it appears to be product of ESG. The face of so-called progress is financial coercion.
Yeah.
Right,
So
so-
text to harm was actually really good enough to help me with my video on this. He sent me the link to Capcom's entire ESG page, and it is extremely detailed.
Yeah. So I mean, take a look at this. For example, I don't know what this game is, but here in the scene, so I'm guessing this is the correct version. It says, you're wondering if I'm a man or a woman? No, wait. This is
This is the whole conversation.
It's the
I
whole
think
conversation.
this is the whole conversation. There's no comparison. It's just a recognition that like gender's non-binary.
Oh yeah, it says,
Yeah, but it's funny because it says like this isn't the '90s, almost like a shot at the original Street Fighter for
Yeah,
not
see-
being like.
yeah. It says you're wondering if I'm a man or a woman. Well, here's your answer. Who gives a flip what I am?
And then like this isn't the '90s anymore. Progress has been made. It's just the most generic like SJW like statement you could like.
Yeah. And
It's
wait,
so
hold on. I missed a
cringe.
few.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on.
apparently those moments are few and far between. But it's there. Like maybe it's like not enough that like people overlook it because I hear people are having fun with the game and that's what's most important. But like yeah, I dug through their ESG thing. They have it in total detail. But I think Text to Harm caught the Bing. Like he must have been skimming all over for this language, but where they talk about localization, they talk about how translating things under Japanese norms could be harmful to people.
See you later,
look at that highlighted area.
Ryan. Thanks for stopping by, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan's leaving?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was looking at the chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bombastic side eye for real, for real, James. Bombastic side eye.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at the details here, I think this is from the website, right? It says, therefore, focusing particularly on S, social, G, corporate governance of ESG. Yeah, I mean, they're basically admitting it, and they highlighted the area, the whole.
Well, no, the whole like document is about like ESG.
Yeah.
So like this is the paragraph I used in my thumbnail, and the one that's getting like it's saying simply translating games developed under Japanese norms can end up hurting users unexpectedly due to historical, religious, or cultural differences. Basically, it's a justification to make changes and to not adapt things faithfully.
Well, hold on a second. What are they saying? Because this is Capcom. What are they saying about their own culture, by the way? Because since the freaking 90s, people have been consuming anime and manga in Japanese
Well,
games.
you know, I know what the funny thing is. Like, you know, that girl was bashing the 90s. The thing is, Capcom censored games in the 90s. They all did. Like, they did it, but for different reasons. Like, you know, whoever was, like, the dominant, like, thing at the time. So now, like, they think... But then, like, we started getting to a place where fans started demanding accuracy, and they started giving it to us eventually, and things were good. Like, there's a character in Breath of Fire 1. They made his skin lighter because his original design looked like blackface. So they made his skin lighter. Yeah, one of the party members in Breath of Fire, a classic RPG. You can play it on...
Oh, I played that.
Yeah, well, the black character, you meet him in the tomb.
Wait, why they made him lighter?
His skin is much darker. His skin is much darker in the Japanese version, like almost like pitch black. Like so they made it light. And honestly, I looked at the pic. They probably made a good call there, honestly. But you know, I'm just using it as an example of, like, you know, localization has been a thing, but I think it's an outdated. It's not necessary anymore because, like, you know, we have the internet. Like, you know, we're exposed to different cultures. We can learn about different cultures.
Yeah,
and we can understand, like, maybe this isn't how we do it in the United States, but, like, you know, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, they're choosing to, like, censor and do this whole localization thing at the worst time in history, because, like, it was understandable back then, but now they're choosing to do now. It's like people have the internet, like, you can learn about other people's cultures, right? And I don't know, they're just choosing the absolute worst time.
I agree with you, Andy, because you said, like, we have the internet now. So if you have a game that's been localized here in the West, and somehow, like you said, we have the internet, and you see the real version, let's say in Japan, you're going to know exactly what it's supposed to say, or what's being said, or what a character's supposed to look like originally, because we could just Google it or YouTube it and see what it's supposed to be like, not some watered down version we get here.
Oh yeah, for real. And you know, in the chat earlier in the chat before you came in, Dante, people were saying, like, you know, what's wrong with Japan? Why are they doing this? Here's the thing. Why some Japanese companies are, like, getting into ESG, but because you got to remember, it's companies like BlackRock and Vanguard, right? Mm-hmm. They are the ones going to Japan saying, hey, we'll let you borrow money to start your business.
Yeah.
Right, we'll let you borrow money to start your business.
Yeah, there's a whole thing to make this whole ESG practice global, and, you know, the Japanese companies, you know, like, Japan is a very capitalist country.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, you know, they see an opportunity to get some money, and they'll take it. And so, like, you know, that's if it gets their bottom line. But the thing is, like, in the short term, it's going to dilute their product and cause problems with the customer.
Oh, in other words, it's a financial incentive to do whatever they're doing. That's it. There's money involved. I don't think it's like a rocket science thing for anybody. It's like they see green and say, okay, well, we'll play ball to an extent to get some money. That's really what it is.
But you want to know why else they're doing it? Want to know why? If you know the history of Japan back in the 90s, the economic struggle that they had, like they were like something happened with the banks where like there were companies, like new companies couldn't start up because they couldn't borrow money, right? And that's what caused the economic like downturn in the 90s. So now BlackRock comes in and says, hey, we'll let you borrow money to start your businesses as long as you do this ESG thing. We'll give you as much as you like. We'll be your investors, right? And I just found out, I literally just found out that BlackRock is worth at least like $10 trillion.
Wow.
Well, they're bank-running. I
Excuse
mean,
me.
they have their things in a lot of pie. Like, I was at my parents' place, and this was before the whole Tucker drama, but like they had Fox News on before all that, and I'd see BlackRock commercials on there, so like they have their hands everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And in fact, like I actually heard that like BlackRock and like Activision's been like in a lot of headlines lately. Like they own like most of Activision.
Yeah, I mean, again, they have 10 trillion. They have money out the ass. Like, I mean, I imagine the freaking what's his name, Larry Finn, what's his name, the CEO of BlackRock. I think it's Larry Finn, is it? Whatever his name is. I think he goes to the bathroom and just wipes his ass with dollar bills.
I can see that.
Because that's so they don't
like,
care about losing money. They can just
like ESG is really bad, and honestly, I'm going to be for any politician who's going to be limiting it or just outright outlawing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's places here in America that are already outlawing it. I think in Florida, I think you said, Dash?
Yeah,
Florida,
yeah,
right?
in Florida.
Yeah, so but so I think once the Japanese see that they're starting to lose money, they're gonna start backtracking. But the problem is if BlackRock already invested in you, right? If they already borrowed money from BlackRock and they're expected to do all this ESG stuff, right? They won't have a choice but to apply those things. But knowing the Japanese, knowing how they are, I think what they're gonna do is start to like find a way around it.
Yeah,
they're gonna find a way around it.
I'm hoping that's what Square Enix is doing. Like after like Forspoken like flop, that like that they'll like, and I'm hoping like if Final Fantasy 16 is the game we're all hoping it's going to be, and it does well, that like maybe they'll try and become less reliant, because like that's the thing, because Andre from Midnight's Edge was like talking about how companies like rely because it helps make the difference. It takes a lot of money to sustain a company, so those incentives really help make up the cost.
Yeah,
like, sometimes it takes.
And there's a comment section. There's a comment in the chat that says, Capcom still gave us classic Cammy outfit though, and that's facts. They did give us classic Cammy.
Yeah,
and
I
think it's because like I don't think they're gonna just outright just start going like covering up all girls and stuff. I think Capcom. I got a comment in my comment section of this video, and a girl said she thinks that Capcom is trying to find a middle ground to where they could please BlackRock, also try to please the fans. The product.
Yeah,
like
that's what Square Enix has been doing too. Like they try and like they'll try and do that. Though they might mess up a translation, or maybe they won't like censor. It's it's complicated. Like these businesses, we don't know what's going on behind these closed doors. What their like overall strategy is, we can only speculate. And
but
like my assessment is that like. Yeah, they are trying to play both sides, but they also try and pretend like they're playing for one side more than the other. But they do that for the investors. Like, so like Capcom, so like someone pointed out like when that new dinosaur game, while Capcom was having VTubers promote that game. They had, the rainbow people, as Andy likes to say.
Yeah, the rainbow
they,
people.
They had, in makeup and dresses and stuff. They had.
What were you saying, Andy?
No, I was gonna say that I think I know how some companies and some movies go around the whole ESG thing. And Netflix Wednesday is a good example, right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Because I noticed this with the Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I noticed this with Wednesday's Netflix, because they did, because Wednesday is PC, it's PC. I don't want to say the word.
To an extent.
To an extent, but I think it's because the main character Wednesday, because the way she is, a lot of people didn't give it any mind, right? But I think what they do is that they will write the ESG things into the story, but in a way that's not going to annoy the viewer.
Oh no, yeah, they did it very inorganically. Like one character even talks about cancel culture at some point. He turned out to be like the killer, but at the time he was being portrayed as like a super nice guy.
Yeah, if you watch Cobra Kai, I think it's in season 4. Yeah, I think it's in season 4 in Cobra Kai Netflix. Like, they actually bring a female character in it, right? And the female character uses pronouns, and the way, and so that people don't get annoyed with it, what they do is that they have Johnny Lawrence. They have Johnny Lawrence make fun of that crap. You get it?
Yeah, ballsy, very risky to do, and
yeah.
And Cobra Kai still, Cobra Kai still has an amazing fan base. They still going strong.
Heck yeah.
So
yeah,
they didn't get punished for the joke. Like, that you heard about that streamer, that just said like, he was talking about, Call of Duty took his DLC away because he was expressing his free speech rights.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So basically, all he said was leave kids alone, and COD took his skin away, and basically like a punishment for supposedly being anti-LGBTQ, which it wasn't the case. All he said was leave kids alone. Which, if you see the backlash that COD is getting, people agree. It's like he didn't bash the LGBTQ. I'm sure we can all respect the LGBTQ community. People with common sense, I mean.
By the way, Dante. Huh? Use the word rainbow instead. Use the word rainbow.
Okay, rainbow.
The rainbow people.
Okay, the rainbow people. But like, he didn't say anything wrong. He just said leave the kids alone. Which, what do you call it? Tim I forgot his name. Tim the something. Also told COD to remove his skin from the game, and Dr. Disrespect uninstalled COD, and Dr. Disrespect he's been like he's one of the OG. he's very well known in the COD community. Well, I guess shooter community, and he's like, nah, I'm not down with this crap.
Mad respect for Dr. Disrespect. I actually put him in my last Zelda thumbnail. Because I was like so happy that he did that, standing up for this guy.
Yeah,
and I'm no fan of FaZe Clan. I've always thought they're like a bunch of like idiots, but no, he's right.
Yeah, right. I mean, listen, I don't think he said anything crazy. He also explained in the video that he just had his first child, and he understands he sees things from a different perspective. And now he's just like, listen, I have no issue with the rainbow community, but he just feels as though that kids should be left alone. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't see a problem with what he's saying.
No, not at all. It's not, and it's ridiculous that they tried to construe it as such.
But you know what else? Let's just say if you do have a problem with the rainbow people, that is still your opinion.
I feel as though as long as it's respectful and you're not bashing, I don't think anyone should be punished, because everyone should be criticized. Anyone can be criticized. If you're exempt from criticism, you don't want equality. You want supremacy.
I mean, technically, I have been doing some LGBT pandering myself with, rainbow pandering myself by with all my AI art experiments.
Yeah.
I got a comment real quick. Sorry, Iron Pluka asked me a question. So you saw how the U.S. ambassador is pushing the rainbow mafia agenda in Japan. I thought they were against imperialism and colonization. Yeah, I agree. I was covering there for a bit, and I want to get more detail before I do another video. But yes, Japan is very much against the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador, interfering with Japanese politics.
He should focus more on Johnny Somali, like terrorizing like the country.
Yeah,
exactly. Like you have no business going to another country and imposing your personal politics on somebody else, on other countries. It not only is this to me just rude, but it leaves a bad taste in their mouth. Like, bro, we can do it on our own. We're doing it by ourselves. We're gonna figure it out. We don't need the mighty America to come and help us save the day. Yeah. We got it. We can figure it out.
I just thought of something.
What's that?
I just thought of something. Like, I mean, think about it. So, if these companies have to apply ESG to their, however they run their business, Japan is not very friendly, or at least they don't really promote the rainbow stuff. So,
outside of Boys Love Manga and Yuri, no.
Yeah, I mean, outside of like manga and anime, they don't really promote that stuff, right? So, how is companies like BlackRock gonna deal with Japan's conservative ways when it comes to that?
Because they're not just gonna fold, for that matter, because you need a man and a woman to reproduce.
Yeah, exactly. You need people, men and women they need to promote that so that their birth rates won't go down the drain.
Yeah, like they have an actual like problem with that. Like that could like cost them like their entire like population if not like addressed. Like so so like they have like, I mean, like the fact that they have so much like porn is like almost like amazing. Like even while they're having this problem.
By the way, can we go and read some comments real quick?
Oh yeah, we're really behind on the comments.
All right, so this is for you, Dante. Iron Pluka says something.
I read that already.
You already read that. Okay.
I just read that, yeah.
So Carl says the rainbow activists can't stop resorting to sophistry. They aren't even trying to hide it anymore. That's true. Faye James said they are not asking for too much. Some people are just not comfortable with the rainbow topics around children. That is fair.
I agree. Yes.
Ching Ho Wong says rainbow people are super minority market. Why would the big companies care about their market? Yeah, that's true.
That's a good question.
It's more for the political reasons than anything else. That's why ESG exists in the first place. It's to make companies like basically political advocacy groups for certain causes.
And you know what else? Though they're the minority, they're also the loudest people. They're loud and they complain the most. And now, in terms of politics, people just bend the knee to these people.
Well, the thing is, lobbyists, they hoard all the money. Like, it's same with like other special interest groups. They have the money, and that money circles around. They give the money to politicians. The politicians sign bills and give the money back to the lobbyists. It's a never-ending circle. These lobbyists fund their campaigns. It's a whole corrupt.
We're going
system.
down a political rabbit hole here.
No,
but yeah.
I thought we weren't already. Like, Andy, you started us on something, and you got to pull back or go.
Right, I mean, we were talking about ESG. I didn't think we would go to like the whole like lobbying thing.
I didn't go that way.
I was being very lightly, like just my own personal thoughts on why things don't seem like things are the way they are, because sometimes it really doesn't make a lot of sense. But when you think about it as terms of like money and power, it does.
Oh yeah.
The next comment, Iron Pluka. The next comment right under Chin Hong Wong says, Dante, not gonna lie, Somali. Where'd it go? The comment. Oh, whatever. Just getting choked out was peak karma. Yeah, man. Listen.
You got choked out.
Just for safety reasons, no one on this panel or in the comments condones violence of any kind or harassment.
Absolutely not.
To anyone. So
I want him to get out. I'm worried for his safety.
So YouTube, we don't condone violence or harassment in any kind of way. But with that being said, that was good to watch. So a new video dropped, Andy, maybe about 2 or 3 hours ago. I shared it on my Twitter, and Johnny
Oh, really?
Somali was walking down the streets of Japan, and he gets like yoked. He gets yoked.
Can we watch that? Can we watch that real quick?
You could watch it. I mean, I don't know if
Oh, well,
Twitter.
YouTube's not gonna like it.
I mean, I don't think.
Let's move on to a fun topic, maybe.
I don't
We
think
talked
it's
about
that-
heavy stuff.
I don't think it's that bad. Well, we all talk about John Somali. It's all in our videos.
Yeah,
but
I know, but Andy's worried about like YouTube cracking down on us for saying certain things. So like, I'm just wondering, like how safe do you want to play it?
Well, I mean, if he's getting choked out, that's considered, violence. We would put
Yeah.
violence on a video.
Well, like honestly, we don't. None of us support him like getting attacked, but he's bringing it on himself.
That's
true.
Like horrendous
That's true.
shit, and like pissing off people like in a foreign country.
Okay. All right. To be fair, I'm watching the video right now. It doesn't like actually show him be attacked. You can just, but you know what happened. So I'll send it to you, Andy, so you can make a video about it, or you want to post it here. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. But
We'll do it, later. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
No problem.
I'll send it to you later. But anyway, yeah. Back to the comment. Yeah, I totally agree. It was great to watch.
All right, so Ching Ho
You guys are
Wong
bad.
says, "Oh no, this is phase. Some people is understatement. The entire world majority not comfortable with the rainbow stuff. People among children.
Yeah, not a lot of the world isn't like where the United States is, where it comes to that stuff, and like people say how horrible the United States is. I think the United States is great. Like it's not perfect, but like there are people where like you will get killed if you come out as having homosexual feelings.
Oh yeah,
for another person. Like
yeah.
like it's dangerous. Like it's a liability to even like admit those feelings.
Oh yeah. Iron Pluka says, any Matrix, well, they could just bribe governments to brainwash the kiddies, then the whole thing is screwed from there. Oh boy.
Yeah, we're getting down too much of a political hole. I'm sorry to say,
wait.
Andy.
Japan is tolerant with the rainbow people as much as the Western, but as much as how a lot of the Western countries is doing, Japan is still conservative. Yeah.
As they should be. Gay people deserve like respect and to be treated like you and me. What they don't, what shouldn't be is like we shouldn't like be like worshiping and celebrating and like like people are just people. Like people should be treated like equally. Like that's how it should be. Like I have mad respect for my gay fans and for like some of the gay people, like bisexual people, whatever label you want to call yourself. I have mad respect for them because they respect me.
The thing is, you can't want people to want to normalize the rainbow stuff, right? And at the same time, want people to put you on the pedestal every day of the year. Like that's the problem. And people are starting to see the hypocrisy. Like, oh, you want to be normalized? Cool. We'll go out there, do what regular people do. But then every other day is something related to the rainbow community. And it's like, well, that's not normalizing it. You want to be favored. That's
It's
you want that's
it's kind of taken over like discourse in America right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like Dash said, respectfully, yes, he's right. Everyone deserves to be free and love who they want to love. I am down with that. Cool. Do you be happy? But part of being normalized is that no one had to celebrate you for being what you are. No one. That's the part of being normal. I don't have to go out.
Self-confidence and some self-love comes with it, and you have to be proud of who you want to be. So, like, if you like. So a lot of these people, like, this is getting up. I'm going to get canceled if I continue to like express like my opinion. But I don't think what I'm trying to express is bad. I'm trying to be fair. I have respect. Like, I went to college. I've met like, gay people. Like, my best friends like slept with a dude. Like, it's.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah. Like,
Well,
I'm very like, I'm very open-minded, like, but I think what I don't like is like the political stuff, like, and all the forcing and oh, you're a bigot. And like, no. And that's not why I became friends with this person. I became friends with that person was because they were nice and they were friendly with me, and they like anime.
Right. You know, your personality is what matters, not who you're banging. You know,
Exactly.
Like, I don't care about who you bang. Like, are you cool? Are you dope? Can we go out and grab some shots and drink whiskey and watch anime, or go play, go to the gym and hit the weights? That's all I care about. Who you bang doesn't even like compute. I don't care.
And for the record, he actually likes girls more than he likes men. Actually.
Well, I mean that's fine. I mean, I think in general, I think no one should care. Like, do you, buddy? Like, I don't care. As long as you're a cool person, your personality is dope. We can hang, we can chill. But I'm not gonna praise you for who you are in the sack with. That's just my stance on it. And we can move on from this topic if you want, Andy.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes. So next up, you guys actually covered this next story. I didn't because I was just busy in my everyday life. I didn't have time to cover it. And Final Fantasy came out, but you guys know more about this than me. So what's going on with this? This story is still continuing.
Oh, all right. Is this the first topic? Okay, the outfit. All right, so this is a topic from the gamer, and journals are upset that Capcom. This is what Chin Hong Wong brought up in the chat, because though with this ESG crap happening, Capcom still brought back Cammy's classic sexy outfit, the green leotard outfit,
The thunder thighs.
the thunder thigh and the sweet buchikums, and journals are.
You said buchikums?
Buchikums, man. That's what I call them. And journals are upset because it sexualizes girls, but people forget to realize that, as we all know, sex sells. That's why anime, among many reasons, obviously, that's why anime and manga does well, and a lot of Japanese games do well, because with great storytelling and, of course, and everything else, sex appeal sells, and
and that's not going to stop.
These journalists are such like children. They're so invested in owning like online boogeymen, aka us.
Exactly.
That Capcom like doing something for profit is just like, how could they? You're supposed to cater to us, the people
Exactly.
that you're supposed to give free games to.
Oh, by the way, and facts, Carl. Fan service is customer service. Facts.
Oh man, that's a great line.
I'm gonna steal
using
that.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
steal that
God,
from you,
that's a
buddy.
great line.
Yeah, I'm stealing it too.
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
steal
start
that.
using that.
Fan service is
service.
customer service. Hold on, give me a second. Let me find this damn button.
Yo, you know what?
There we go.
That sounds
Yeah. Fan service is customer service.
Hey,
I love it.
Doesn't that sound like a prayer or something?
It does.
That is a
It
credo.
does. I like that.
It's just,
Oh my
it's just
God, wow.
facts, bro. It's just facts.
It's facts. And you know what? With the gamer, on the same token of bashing Cammy's outfit for being hypersexualized and stuff like that, in a separate article, maybe even a day later, right? They are sexualizing Ryu and Ken for their bulges. They're praising them for their muscularity, how chiseled and how masculine they look, how brolic they are. Completely sexualizing Ryu and Ken in the next article. But in this article, they completely bash female fan service.
It's another Ganondorf situation.
Yeah, it's another Ganondorf situation where it's like you can't sexualize women, but then when Ganon comes out, it's like, oh, look at how swole and sexy Ganondorf looks. I'm like, wait, didn't you just tell us not to sexualize video game characters, but here you are sexualizing male characters in gaming? So which is it? So you can sexualize them or you cannot sexualize them. But wait, of course, you can sexualize the men, but you can't sexualize women because the evil male gaze.
Wait, so I got the wrong article then.
No, this is right. This is the first article.
Sexualize all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hold on. So let me look it up. The Gamer, what's the name of the article?
I gotta find it now.
Dude.
Yeah, but I gotta find it for you.
Street Fighter.
The article's called Street Fighter 6 fan service works because it's thirsty for everyone.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Progressives
So-
never take the interests of lesbians into account. They're too focused on the evil men.
So this article, I'm sure Dash knows this person. Jade King wrote this article, and like Dash did indeed said, I believe not only is she lesbian, she's also some other mix of whatever the Rainbow Coalition is, right? But this article, she bashes. So this article basically it's a lie. The title is a lie. So she talks about fan service in Street Fighter 6, how Capcom did us all right. But in the same article, if you scroll down, she talks about how much she does not like Cammy's green leotard because it shows her booty hole, right? It's like, how dare you see the booty hole, that brown eye, right? Because, right? And she bashes Lily, who, because I guess in one of her sequences, when she comes onto the screen to fight, there's a very brief crotch shot of Lily when she's jumping in the air. And she also hates something else in the game about women fan service, right? But in this same article right here, if you scroll down, you see how much she talks about the bulge of Ryu and Ken and Luke and how they're muscular and how they just look this and that. So in one article, she happens to be so hypocritical by praising one and bashing the other one.
Yeah, I just can't stand double standards. It just pisses me off so much.
Yeah, so here's Ryu, the picture of Ryu right
That's
here.
the one, yeah. I think
He's
if you
got a
scroll-
beard now? He's got a beard in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying
wow.
to show age, I guess. They're trying
Now,
to
if you scroll up a little bit, just a little bit,
Down?
up. Oh, damn it! Up, and stop. Up. No, you didn't. A little bit lower, and a little bit lower. All right, stop there. So it says, Street Fighter 6 reveal trailer featuring Luke and Ryu left us with two main takeaways in the form of big bulges, right, and big
What?
toes. Bulges, you know.
Oh,
yeah. Like the things on my AI art.
Yeah, big bulges. And we wouldn't take our eyes off of Ryu's package or the fact that he was letting the dogs hang out for all to see. So as
Oh
you
wow,
can see,
this article's dirty.
you see,
Oh my God.
In one article, and if you scroll up in the same article, she bashes the fact that you can see Cammy's booty because it's too big for the green leotard. It looks silly. It's ridiculous, and how she likes Lily in the game, but like there's a crotch shot of her. I think it's there. See, match begins. Yeah. It says, since the new character coded the younger side, but each match begins with a needless close-up of her crotch as she spreads her legs while jumping into battle.
Just talking about like Ryu's like
Yes, exactly. the double standard in one article is ridiculous.
how the lack of self-awareness is just staggering.
Exactly. I'm like, wait, so I'm just like, wait a minute. So you happen to bash the women for their sexuality and their fan service.
Hold on
At the
a
same time, you want to praise Ryu's and Ken's bulge, how masculine and machismo
wrote this
they
article?
look. Jade King. Yeah,
Okay.
she's been. I'm not targeting her per se, but a lot of my articles are about her because she just sucks. She is a horrible and obviously she has an agenda to push. But yeah, you could tell.
Like 80% of
Yeah.
like, game journalists are just bad. Like, you know, if you're
Angry
a game
people.
journalist and you do your job correctly, you don't editorialize, you don't attack the consumer, great. But like, no, talk about the damn products, give us the information, stop with all this activist crap.
Right, and Chin Ho Wong, I don't think she's a les. I think she's like bi or non-binary, whatever.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Like, I
rainbow
don't care
status
what, I
she
don't
is.
care what she's into. She's wrong.
She's wrong. She is absolutely freaking wrong. It baffles me that people will read that and they'd be like, "Yeah, that makes perfect sense." No, it does not make sense, not at all. Because you happen to show your double standard in one article. Legit. Like, I don't know how people don't see this crap. So yeah, people are mad at Cammy's fan service. Yes, very true. I did multiple articles about that. Unknown. I covered like at least 4 videos about J King bashing Xenoblade Chronicles because of his fan service. He went on a attack spree attacking Xenoblade because of its fan service and whatever. I'm just like, if you are a game journalist, you know that a lot of JRPGs have fan service. Why is this still a shocker to you in 2023? I don't understand this. So yeah, she is known for attacking fan service in, especially in JRPGs and stuff like that. But yes,
man,
you're right.
so,
She's the loser that wrote the article on Xenoblade. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Wow, man. So that was kind of heated. You guys want to move on to the next one? This one's
I
back
need to
at.
calm down.
This one is also about Capcom and hold on a second. But it's
Oh, is this the one about digital?
yeah, let's bring it down a notch because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna get a little bit crazy.
Yeah,
So
it's been a
Sankaku
little crazy
Complex,
night.
Sankaku Complex, the sexy website. Capcom expects digital game sales to account for nearly 95% of total by 2024. That's not gonna happen.
That is not going to happen.
That's not gonna happen. So it says Capcom's last business year saw 89% of game sales come to digital sales at the company's plans on making it nearly 95% by the end of the year. Because in order to download digital games, you to be able to play digital games, like let's say, well, if it's Street Fighter or whatever, like you need a gaming computer, a gaming laptop, and not everybody can afford a gaming laptop unless, of course, they buy a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
And there is one turn off about the Valve Steam Deck, though. Right? And hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so there is one turn off about the Steam Deck, and that turn off is that the Steam Deck, if you're playing a AAA game, like a game that you know with high graphics, like freaking Hogwarts Legacy,
Oh God!
it
Hogwarts
drains
Legacy.
the battery. It drains the battery. It drains the battery so much that instead of giving you like 4 or 5 hours of power, it gives you like two hours.
The Hogwarts Legacy is just like a taxing beast of a game.
Yeah, or worse. I mean, an hour and a half of power. Yeah, this is coming from people who bought a Steam Deck, by the way.
Erotic derangement syndrome. I'm stealing that one too.
A what?
Yi Chang Yu says this is why erotic derangement syndrome. You know,
Yeah.
instead of Trump derangement syndrome, erotic.
Erotic derangement syndrome. I like that one too. I do like that one. Yes, well said, Ying.
Listen, like, you know, not everyone has a girlfriend. Not everyone, like, you know, some of us are looking, but like, you know, like people like sex. It sells. It makes people happy.
Especially in this dating market. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, like, yeah.
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 It's true.
So then it says, to put things into perspective, Street Fighter V in 2016 sold about 70% physical, 30% digital, but at the current rate of Street Fighter 6, it will likely be around just 10% for physical. Get out of here. 10% for physical.
Nah.
Like, how many people actually have a gaming computer? Like, especially if it's coming out on the Nintendo Switch, on the PS4, PS5, you know, like,
Well,
not everybody can get digital. That's the freaking problem.
I think more
I don't know
people
how they're
have
coming to this
switched
conclusion.
to PC over console. And I think this is more of a recent trend, just because the console companies have kind of fudged a lot of it. I think like more people own Nintendo Switches.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
but
yeah.
but yeah, the trend is PC, and so like I do know that they are. Oh, did I? Am I muted?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I can
I think I just think yeah, I completely lost my train. Like, no, there is a push for digital, and I'm completely against it. I guess Capcom's hoping too, but you know, we need physical. I want to preserve games.
Yeah, I mean, people still prefer like physical games. People still
I
like to
have no
collect them.
problem buying a digital game, especially like, if it's like, so I don't have to go out to the store or something. So I can just start playing right away.
Mm.
But like, yeah, I need the disc, or if like, to save space, or if it's just like a game I'm a big fan of, I'm fine. I would like the physical version. Like, when Final Fantasy 16 comes out, I'm gonna have a big unboxing video for that collector's edition, that really expensive collector's edition that's sold
How
out.
much is it?
It was like $350. I used tax returns on it though, so I'm good.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it costs like, a big chunk of like, my tax returns, but it comes with a premium Ifrit versus Phoenix statue.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a map of the world, a exclusive sword that's exclusive only to the collector's edition. It comes with the full soundtrack. It's
Yeah,
got like it got some nice pins.
yeah. I can't wait to play that game. That shit is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
it is
fire.
going to be so hype. I hope your stream does well. Like, 'cause I'm going to be streaming it too.
Yeah. So now we're almost to the end of the show, and I want to talk a little bit about Final Fantasy because it's all the rage. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7, all the rage on the internet. And so Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis likely a better recap than the Final Fantasy 7 remake. I don't know how they're coming to this conclusion because it's coming to the smartphone. I think we talked about this. Not Dante, Dash, right?
We talked about Final Fantasy 7 remake. Yeah, 2 discs.
Well, the Ever Crisis is coming to mobile.
Oh yeah, like, and apparently it's got gotcha mechanics.
Yeah, so and that's the same thing that happened with the other one that came from mobile. First Soldier, it was a Final Fantasy 7 shooter game, right?
Yeah.
But it shut down later within a year because
It was
mobile games is hard to promote them. It's hard to promote mobile games for the simple fact that it's hard to stream them. It's hard to
I
stream
don't know.
mobile
It's
games.
just hard. Like, who wants to play a shooter on the phone? Like, it looked like Final Fantasy Fortnite edition. Like,
Something like that.
yeah, I get what Square was trying to do. They were trying to get the Final Fantasy 7 brand, get another untapped market. But like there are other games like War of the Visions and Brave Exvius. Like they
Yeah.
do a lot, but or even like Dissidia, like which is like has every Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, but the city they discontinued it.
Oh,
The
the Omnia?
Well, not Omnia, but Final Fantasy
the
City.
City NT. I'm not talking about NT. I'm talking about Omnia.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't played Omnia, but
Well, yeah, but like that one has like I mean, it even has Caius Ballad from 13-2. Like they have like a bunch of different, like even Jack. They added Jack from Strangers of Paradise.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Jack Garland. Chad
Or chaos. That
Chaos.
line. He keeps saying
Yeah.
that line.
It's like that was the big thing. He does say chaos in the main game. But the thing I love about Jack is he's such an unapologetic edgelord up until the very end of the game. Love it so much. So
Yeah.
2000s.
Next one said Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to have a wide and multifaceted world with a high degree of freedom. This came out July 4th. This news.
The combat looked very impressive.
Yeah.
The team attacks. Oh my god, they look great. I love Red getting some love because he wasn't played.
Yeah, we're finally gonna be able to play with Red 13. But you gotta remember, in the first game, in remake, you get it all the way at the end. So he was just kind of like a tag along character.
Yeah, and they were also debating about how to handle ladders. Because there were so many ladders in Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh yeah. I guess they're gonna do that about that. They do something about that. But now it's gonna be less linear. You know how you had to go through like when you're like jumping over a fence. There's like a certain way that you have to go over.
Oh yeah, that was to help with loading time. 16 has
Yeah.
a certain thing going. It tries to ease the transition instead of just putting a loading screen on it. They just
Mhm.
like put the player in a narrow thing while the textures load.
Yeah, it's so a lot of changes coming to this game. It's gonna be so much better. It's gonna be wider. No, although I don't think it's going to be what's the word? Open world, but it's going to be you're just gonna be walking around very big areas for
I think the
exploration.
map is going to be big, but like, as far as like I think as the extent open world, but it's not gonna be like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the
No,
Kingdom
no. And
or
my question now is like where's the game gonna end? Because in the original in Final Fantasy VII, in this too, that's when at the very end, that's when Aerith dies. So I'm
yeah.
wondering if we're gonna get to that part in this one.
Well, if Aerith even dies in this one, because like like this isn't a traditional remake. It's an alternate reality sequel.
Oh, I hate that. I freaking hate that.
I love it.
Um,
I fully disagree. I love that it's changing the story. I love that the what happened in the original matters to this. I love that,
yeah.
like,
But what if she lives? That will ruin the entire
well, no, now it's implying that Tifa might actually, like, Sephiroth's trying to trick Cloud into thinking Tifa is a Genova in disguise. He At the end of the trailer, he's trying to like gaslight Cloud into thinking Tifa died at Nimbleheim.
Yeah, I mean, Sephiroth's always playing with Cloud's mind. So
Yeah, but like, what if it's actually true? What if Tifa is Genova?
come on, man. That I don't know,
I
but
think that would be controversial. They wouldn't piss off all the Tifa stands.
yeah, but anyways, Dante, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
All right, so man, we've been I have we streamed this late at night? Because I mean, it is. I think it's 10 o'clock in the evening Eastern
Yeah.
time. And but actually, in the comments in the chat, would you guys prefer a 7 p.m. stream Eastern time or a 9 p.m. stream? Because the thing about the 9 p.m. stream, what I've noticed is that there's usually more people at night.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, because now we've gone up to almost like 20 people watching us
Oh, really?
at 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm looking at the dashboard. As opposed to when we stream at 7 o'clock, there's usually less people. So I'm thinking we should start streaming like at 9 p.m.
Yeah, later is
Yeah,
better.
so
when
close
I
to Flashcast.
when I streamed at like 9 o'clock a few weeks ago, I had like close to 30 people in the
Are you
chat.
serious?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
freaking
wow.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, there's more people talking, and it's just more fun overall, man.
Well, yeah, if like whatever helps all our channels, like let's
Yeah.
get I'm fine with 9. It might actually like be a little easier for me if it's later.
Yeah. Oh, so Iron Lucas said, what he said, Andy Mac, just do what you gotta do because we don't want to mess with your actual work schedule. Oh, thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate
thank you
that.
for being so considerate.
Yeah,
Appreciate
so I
that.
think 9 o'clock is a great time, and also it could be. I know that what's it? Yellow Flash starts at 10:30, something like that, right?
Yeah, I think right now Vera Dark is streaming too. She's streaming Diablo 4, I think.
Yeah, but
That's okay. It's okay if we have similar audiences and like some people are going to pick and choose. Like maybe
Yeah.
some days they'll go for Yellow Flash, sometimes they'll come for us. Like it's fine. Like
yeah. But I think I myself I jump from stream to stream. First I'll go to Geeks and Gamers, then to Yellow Flash, then to somebody else, or Ripa. Like I think it's cool, because I think the demand. I think it's just there's just a lot of people during that time. I think it just works great.
Yeah, so maybe let's give it a shot. Let's give it, and if
Yeah.
it doesn't work, we can always go back to our earlier time.
Yeah. In some streams, like a Yellow Flash, I think they go up to like 1 in the morning too. We're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be out that long.
absolutely. It's freaking insane, and like he doesn't read like the $5 super chats to the very end, so I never even got to hear him like read mine, and then he privated the stream.
Yeah, so and I want to read some comments before we go because we missed some stuff. So let me go back over here. Carl Johnson said, "Nothing beats physical copy. Let's hope optical drives, DVD, Blu-ray, Don't get phased out too soon. You know the problem with physical, especially like DVD and Blu-rays, is that a lot of the newer laptops, they actually don't have a CD player anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like my sister, I think she's gone through 2 laptops already. She doesn't, it doesn't play a CD player. It like it really doesn't.
You can install like an app that'll allow it to play. Like I have to do that for DVDs for my gaming computer. Like there's a Windows app that can play DVDs.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but like for laptops, like a lot of laptops, they just don't come with CDs anymore. I think that's just something that's happening. So that could also hurt, DVD sales. In a way, I mean, not that so DVD sales have been going down for a long time.
Well, yeah, because Blu-ray.
Yeah. Unknown. Yes. Yeah, I wanted to find a physical release. Bug Fables, but limited run games never restocked, and they fired their community manager. And Play Asia doesn't have a physical Switch copy. Wow.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's like really bad. Limited run was like one of like the only like source for like if you wanted a physical copy of something. So like after they did what they did to that girl who's now working, has a nice job with Young Ripa, who I sure treats them a lot better than her old employees. It was
that's what I like.
It was a very short-sighted, callous move, and they did it for like a total. They did it for a total creep.
Yeah, that's what I like about like going indie and creating an alternate economy, parallel economy. It's like you can uncancel people.
Yeah, like we need someone else to do like the job of limited run games. Like limited run games needs competition.
Yeah. So Ching Hao Wang says Square is gonna milk Final Fantasy VII as much as they can get.
Oh, you bet your ass they will.
Because they did the same thing. They did the same thing with Final Fantasy X, which is one of the best. Final Fantasy VII, they've been milking it with. They made animes. They made a movie. They did the remake.
Final Fantasy 15, they tried to milk like for all it was worth.
Yeah.
And 13 had its own trilogy.
Yeah. 13 had its own trilogy, but I didn't really like 13 though. I don't know why that one was so popular.
I like 13 too. The one I don't like is Lightning Returns. I haven't finished it.
Drax the Clown says, honestly, I feel like I may get some heat for this, but I actually like Final Fantasy 15. You're allowed to like it. You're allowed to like it.
Yeah, you're allowed to. It's good. I mean, there's games I like that, I told Dante, I like Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, and apparently he does too.
I do. I really like that game. It's fun.
Isn't that for GameCube?
Yeah, it was on multiplat. It was on PS2 and Xbox also.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my favorite Sonic game was Sonic Heroes back in the, I think it was the
Sonic
PS2
Heroes
era.
is fun. It's a very challenging game. I beat it last year.
Mine was a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That's my favorite Sonic game of all time.
Sonic Adventure 2 still like the GOAT.
Oh god, it's like top tier gaming, and the soundtrack to that game is just beautiful.
They better have Live and Learn in Sonic 3 the movie, since it's going to be adapting parts of Sonic Adventure 2.
Hopefully.
Oh man.
All right, so Ching Hao Won says they won't end, and the Final Fantasy 7 is Square Enix Golden Goose. Oh yeah, now they're gonna milk as much as they can. Unknown says, I'm glad I have the original PS1 that my cousin gave me. Nice.
Congrats. Hang on to it.
Iron Luca says, do what you gotta do because...
read that already.
Read that. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, one day we will have a boomer YouTuber, RGE on here, and also what place would you recommend to buy anime and DVD? Anime and DVD. Well, for manga, Barnes and Nobles, and if you can find if you're in America, if you can find a Kinokuniya nearby, buy it. Go there. And hold on, what the heck? If there is a Kinokuniya where you live, or if you have to drive far, the great thing about Kinokuniya is that they have Japanese, the mangas in Japanese and English. So if one of them
certain stores in New York City that you can get like a bunch of anime like DVDs and stuff. A friend took me there. The same friend I was talking about. He is my my best friend, and I think they had the huge collection.
Yeah, and you can go. I mean, I buy stuff from Amazon, anime stuff from Amazon all the time. I haven't bought anything from Play Asia, although everybody keeps talking about it. And the reason why is because, if I'm not mistaken, Play Asia is a Chinese company, isn't it?
I don't know.
Right. I'm just worried it's gonna take like 2 weeks to get here, and I get impatient. But one day I'll try it. Carl says people need external USB optical drivers for current year laptops. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have one. I had to buy an external DVD driver. To play my old anime. I have a Gans box. You know Gans, the anime.
Oh, Gantz or Ganks? Is it
No,
Gantz?
Gans.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love that show.
I have the 25 episodes on a DVD box, and I bought a new laptop. My gaming laptop doesn't play CDs. I had to get an external.
You need a HDMI switcher just to play like older games without HDMI ports. Like I'm planning on hooking up. I bought a Nintendo Wii recently, so I can play some of my old Wii games. I want to stream Sonic and the Black Knight because that's never getting re-released.
Oh yeah. By the way, somebody answered our question. Play Asia is from Hong Kong, I believe. Yeah, I knew they were from
not
China
officially China. Not
well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, not officially.
Jing Hong says, but Kinokuniya kind of expensive. Yeah, they tend to be a little bit like I think a few dollars more than Barnes and Nobles. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Iron Luca, yeah, but the payment process is kind of sketchy sometimes. Is he referring to Play Asia? Yeah, I think he's referring to Play Asia.
Chin Hong Wong said, Dante, Sonic isn't mecha. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
hold
you're
on.
right.
Where is that? Where's that comment?
It's above Sonic the Hedgehog is number one. Gotta respect the OGs from Drax the Clown, which yes, by the way, facts. Gotta respect the OGs. But
Here it is.
Yeah, Sonic anime. Yeah. It was a stream. I think our last video where I was talking about how I used to really like mecha anime, but yeah, you're right. But you can play as Metal Sonic in it in the multiplayer in Adventure Suit Battle, not the story mode. But does it count? Nah, probably doesn't count. You're right though. You're right.
All right. So, do you guys have anything else you want to share? Because we're kind of at the end of the show.
Oh, I do. Real quick, guys.
Yep,
Most likely, chat. I will be live streaming tomorrow for the Xbox showcase because I am an Xbox player, and though I am a defeated Xbox player because they've let me down multiple times, I'm still curious about what they got in store. So, if you want, I'll be streaming it, and just come tune in tomorrow.
No. All right.
Yeah,
Check out Dante's channel.
I'll tune into that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Right. And
Yeah, I want to see how Starfield it looks like.
Yes, I am curious. I am very curious as well.
well, all right. I guess that's it. As far as like gaming anime recommendations, this week I didn't watch any anime this week. I don't know. I was too busy drawing, getting my art skills up. I'm just anticipating Final Fantasy 16 because I am going to play the crap out of that game.
Okay, yeah. So, tips for if you're playing Tears of the Kingdom, don't go into the Colosseums.
Yeah,
you will get killed.
I saw your gameplay. You were getting wrecked, bro.
Oh, it was awful.
What was going on? I was like, what is going on here?
Lionels are scary. Lionels are fucking scary.
I see. I was like, that was crazy.
All right, well, I guess that is it, guys. I had fun tonight. Very fun stream. So, everybody, thank you for stopping by. Any last words, dudes? Dash Attack, any last words?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, so everybody, good night. This is your boy, Andy Matrix, Dash Attack, Dante's Right. Well, make sure to follow us on Twitter. Make sure to follow us on YouTube.
Says, I hate those Lionels. Yes.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel, guys, and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter because it's a free platform now. So, yeah, free speech platform. Thank God.
Yeah.
And that is gonna be it. Everybody, good night and Godspeed, baby. Godspeed.
Later.
Peace.